And that's how babies are born, Brandon. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. No, I'm just playing.
86%. Okay.
Wait, welcome to the Markout Movie Podcast. Aaron Whitlow,
Brandon's Bobby.
and we are the
Markout
Markout Movie
Podcast.
Podcasters.
I know how babies are born. I have a child, and seriously?
Oh, and that one person that tuned in left. But it's like, yep, not today. In today's episode, we are discussing. It says we've been live for. Yeah, I guess so. Today we're discussing National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. But before then, we're gonna get into a little bit of what we watched. Brandon, you watched Sing 2.
I saw Sing 2.
What you think about it?
I thought it was amazing. I thought it was a great journey. I thought it was a great sequel. I've been looking forward to a great sequel all year, Aaron.
You haven't got it's your first great sequel. Or the only great sequel you got this year.
So far.
I mean, you ain't seen Matrix.
I haven't seen Matrix. I haven't seen Spider-Man. I got a great prequel today, but I don't think I felt
he's gonna tell us what he saw in a minute.
I don't think I've truly watched a great sequel until Sing 2.
Yeah, we did it today because tomorrow is Christmas Eve.
What?
He's being Jamaican. Let's go, Aaron. Thank you, Bilford the Hobbit. Sing 2 was amazing. You saw it already? I guess it's in theaters. It's a jukebox movie. All the songs were bangers. Yeah. You know what? My favorite song in Sing 2 was when the wolf girl, the daughter, is singing and she's just showing that she can sing. And she jumps off the thing and she's flying around. Like, I forgot what song she was singing at that. No Air, maybe. I don't know what song she was singing, but it was cool. I like that. I did like the lion guy. Thought he was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, he's great.
And the animation is great.
It is.
Animations. You know what? And
at times I felt I was watching live action with the car.
Yeah. Before this, the best animated film I thought I saw this year was Mitchell's versus the Machine, but I think Sing 2 is a far better animated movie, in my opinion. Nothing against Mitchell versus the Machine. I enjoy it. I think it was a great film, but I think Sing 2 is better.
Yeah, I Sing 2. Okay, Sing in 2016 was my best film of the year. I don't think Sing 2 is going to be my best film of the year, but it's going to be in my top 10. There's a lot of competition this year, but I agree it's the best animated film of the year. And there's been some good ones.
Can you name one other than Mitchell's?
I like Ron's Gone Wrong.
I haven't seen that. How was
Encanto, Ron's. They have two very similar stories, Encanto and Ron's Gone Wrong. But they tell a really good story about how people depend on social media today. Like they're just obsessed with it.
You meant Mitchell's versus Machine and Wrong?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because Encanto is more of a magical type of
thing. Yeah. But
I've seen Luca.
I haven't seen Luca.
Which is, I think it's Pixar. It might be Disney. It might be Disney.
It's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus, but I'm not sure if it's Pixar or Disney Animated Studio. But yeah, I thought it was okay, but I didn't like it as much as I liked Sing 2.
But when I heard Sing 2 was getting made, I was like, okay, well, that's going to be the best animated film of the year. They just go all out. What else I saw this week? Today I saw The Kingsman.
Bilford the Hobbit. Now his name's Beaufort the Hobbit. I know you are. But anyway, my favorite song was Prince. The Prince song they sung at the very beginning of the movie. And the best animated movie of the year, 2021, was Luca, in his opinion. Luca wasn't bad, but yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed Sing 2 better. I enjoyed Mitchell's versus Machine better, but but yeah, what else you say?
The Kingsman.
How was it?
It was amazing. It's got a lot more emotion than I was expecting. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say it. There's a scene in the movie I did not expect to go.
He was about to spoil it, but I'm glad he got a filter installed so you don't spoil stuff now.
But it really was amazing. Like the airplane scene that's towards the end of the movie, that was phenomenal. That's something that Uncharted should do. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they do. But it felt like it was a bigger scale this time around than the first two movies. Like I really enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. Well,
I think you meant Brandon, but yes, thank you.
I wasn't as hyped for it because of the sequel, Kingsman 2. I didn't like that one. So, but Matthew Vaughn redeemed himself completely. What else did I see this week? I saw The Humans, which stars Richard Jenkins and Stephen Yeun from is that his last name? Yeun?
From Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty decent movie. It takes place on Thanksgiving. It's kind of an emotional story about a family that kind of turns into a horror film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not like a true horror film, but at the very end, it
has horror elements.
It does. And I was like, well, that shifted.
I like a good shift.
But also I saw Come On, which is Joaquin Phoenix, who gives another brilliant performance and will probably be nominated for an Oscar again.
Joaquin's excellent.
The movie's really slow though, and it's in black and white. Nothing against black and white, but it's really slow. It's a very slow burn, so you really have to latch on.
I'm watching. What is that movie? Anger of the Dog or something? Whatever. What's it called? The Wrath of the Dog. This is a keychain for it. I'm trying to see it. The Power of the Dog.
Power of the Dog.
Yeah, I'm watching that on Netflix. I haven't finished it yet. It's just, it's a very slow film, and it's not really holding my attention, and it's sad. It's because it has some really great actors in it. Freaking Doctor Strange. What's his name?
Benedict.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch.
I watched a film of his as well.
He's in it. And then Jesse, what's his name? Not Jesse. Jeff, the guy that plays. He's a redhead. He's starting to be in a lot of stuff.
He's a redhead.
Yeah, he's redhead. You'll recognize him as soon as I. I'm
gonna recognize the redhead.
You will recognize.
That's been in a lot of stuff.
You're gonna say, "Oh, him." Watch. Wait a minute. Power of the Dog.
Was he in Jungle Cruise?
Yes, that guy.
Okay. He was also in Antlers.
Jesse Plemons. I was trying to remember. Yeah. I knew his name. It's kind of like Martha Plimpton's name, so that's what I try to remember. But yeah, and then Kirsten Dunst is in it as well.
Oh, I love Kirsten.
I
heard that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching it. Maybe it's gonna pick up.
They Kirsten said they talked about Spider-Man while shooting that movie.
Oh well.
She wants to return to the MCU. I hope she is in this
new
movie.
No spoilers. No spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home.
I just said I haven't seen it.
No, not for you. I'm talking about the people that's watching. Because people.
You tell people not to spoil something, they're gonna spoil it. That's just how the world works.
Yeah, Beaufort says, I'm not just calling you Beaufort, man. I saw Come On, Nightmare Alley, Spider-Man, Swan Song, and Ode Henry. How were those films? Don't tell me about Spider-Man. Power of the Dog. Yeah, thank you for being there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Power of the Dog is a Hollywood fart sniffer critics. Oh wow.
He didn't like
it. Doesn't seem like he likes it. But also I watched movie wise, I didn't watch anything else that stands out. But I did watch all of Hawkeye. Which I recommend that if you like Hawkeye.
You enjoy Kingpin, huh?
Yeah,
it's been spoiled for me that he shows up at the end.
But what if nobody else seen it, Brandon?
It's all over the social media. I mean, you can't miss it. I'm not even looking for it. I see it.
I try not to spoil it.
Spider-Man's been spoiled for me.
Don't spoil it for me. I like to know. I don't like to know. I know
I'm walking in happy and I'm leaving happy. That's what I know.
Yeah, I hope so. But anyway, anything else you want to point out before we jump into it?
I saw Annette, which is a musical with Adam Driver.
It's terrible.
I think it's gonna be my top 3 worst films of the year.
Wow.
Adam Driver is the worst husband of 2021, though. I
It
give him
feels-
that crown.
I liked him in Marriage Story.
Is he
It
a
was
bad
like
husband in that
like
too?
last year. He wasn't a bad husband. I think it was last year. He wasn't a bad husband. He just was. They had a terrible marriage. But it was my dog trying to get in. The wolf. No. Let's see. And that was horrific. I'm wondering, are you a critic? Because it seems like you get screeners as well. So please let me know that, Bofer. That's pretty awesome.
Isn't it on Amazon though?
They maybe. I don't know. But
Do you have Amazon?
I do. I have everything.
Yeah, I figured.
No, it's fine.
I got everything. Just brag about it.
I have streaming services that's not even invented yet. No, I'm just playing. All right, let's get into Christmas Vacation.
Let's get into it.
All right, so let me get you the synopsis and a brief remind me later, whatever that is. Let's see. No, not you. All right. The Griswold family plans for a big family Christmas predictably turns into a big disaster. I don't know if it's a good, but it kind of sums it up. Starring Chevy Chase, who at this point in his life,
it only is a disaster because of Clark.
Yeah, Clark W. Griswold. And
it's
then
like Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Beverly D'Angelo is Ellen. She returns. And then this time playing Audrey is Juliette Lewis. And playing Rusty is Johnny Galecki, who is also from Roseanne fame. Also later on from Big Bang Theory fame.
Well, let's not forget, he's the first real kill of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, yeah. He was in that movie.
Hook.
I forgot that he's in that film.
Most people forgot it was made. So.
John Randolph is Clark Sr., Diane Lane, all these people. Yay. Doris Roberts, I will mention her. But Randy freaking Quaid as Cousin Eddie.
Who kind of saves the day.
Yeah, and there's other people. The lady that plays Aunt Bethany, Mae Questel, she was, this came out 89, I mean. She was the voice of Betty Boop. So, and she did silent films and vaudeville. She was very old, and she's dead now, obviously. A lot of people in this movie's dead. All right.
Way to kill the people.
E.G. Marshall, dead. And you know what I think about him? I always think about Creepshow. Have you ever seen Creepshow?
I have not the first one. I've seen part 2.
You're weird. All right.
It was on Netflix, so I watched it.
Watch them in order.
It wasn't on Netflix, so I couldn't watch it.
Then don't watch the second one.
It was on Netflix. You watch what you can watch, okay?
Give me the numbers.
I don't have everything, okay?
But you don't watch things out of order.
Yes, I do.
It's just maybe it's I don't have OCD, but maybe I do. I don't know. But anyway, numbers. Brandon, you have a phone.
I'll give you the numbers in order.
I would hope so.
It's got a 7.6 out of 10.
Oh man, that's cool. I'm a fat guy.
I just got bamboozled.
Being a fat guy? Well, you're not a fat guy. He's a fat. Well, partially fat. And I'm also fat. He's not a critic because I asked him if he's a critic. He said he's not a critic. He's just a fat guy that likes movies.
Are you accusing people of being critics?
No, I asked him if he was a critic. It's cool. We all love movies. I like you, Bilford. I'm gonna still say Bilford because I'm used to it. But, maybe I'll change it up. But go for it.
Okay, let's try it again.
Well, I was not listening.
7.6 out of 10 on IMDb. It's got a 49% on Metacritic.
Who the hell's Metacritic anyway, right?
They are critics, Aaron.
They're Metacritics.
Exactly.
That means they live in the now.
I don't know where they live, Aaron. It's got a 93% Google rating, and it's got a 67% Rotten Tomato rating with an 89%, I believe. I think it's 89. It's either 89 or 80. I think it's 86. 86 audience score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your numbers.
That's my numbers. All right. So Clark W. Griswold decides
Is that a
to.
new thing for this movie? W.
I think he was Clark W. Griswold in the other one.
Really?
In every single movie. Now, I love that. What's your thoughts? Have you seen the other films?
I saw the original. We discussed this before.
You've seen The Vacation, but you've never seen European Vacation.
I've never seen European or Vegas.
Hey, oy vey. All right. Do you know that they changed Rusty and Audrey in every single movie? Yeah. All right. First one was.
Yeah, I got upset about it because I like Anthony Michael Hall, so I kind of refute. When I saw the poster to European, I was like, well, where's Anthony Michael Hall?
Yeah, they changed.
I know he got bigger and all, but
no, I don't even think it's that. I think it's just a gag that they replaced the kids in every film. It's just a running gag and a joke. That, like, matter of fact, by watching Vacation, the movie Vacation, he was going through family photos of vacation histories, and it shows all the different casts in the different vacations they took with being different people, and that's funny because it's supposed to be him. It was funny. I liked it. I like Vacation. What can I say? I got a kick out of it. Shaking your head, that's okay. Shaking your head in delightfulness. But anyway, Clark W. Griswold. I was gonna ask you because I had this whole bit where I was gonna ask you, what was your favorite Audrey and Russ, but you're gonna obviously say Michael Anthony Hall because that's the only one. That's the one. It dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight. I had to go there.
He definitely did. Oh, tonight. Oh, he ain't gonna be in Halloween Kills.
Anyway, Ends. He will not be in Halloween Ends.
He won't be in that either.
Well, of course he's dead. But there's always Breakfast Club too. I mean,
that's not
or Weird
Science. What do they do? Like go be in like?
It could be a reunion.
Would it be in a principal's office? Like, or would it be in the library? Know, like in trouble?
Emilio's back.
40-years, 50.
If Emilio would want to do it, it would happen.
Emilio is making Emilio money by doing nothing.
Well, he just left Mighty Ducks, so he just killed that series. I do
believe. Yeah, because nobody else wants to see it if Emilio isn't there.
Josh Jackson may return as Charlie, so that would get me there.
That's enough. That's enough to get me there.
But he is doing Young Guns 3, so like I said, if Emilio wanted to do it, it would happen.
Emilio can move stuff. Let's see. Matthew Carter says Mae Questel was also olive oil in Popeye. Thank you. Hey Aaron, I've watched clips of the interviews with Tom Holland. No, Lord, no. I'm stopping it. I'm sorry, man. I'm not reading it. I don't know what you're saying. I'm trying to stay away from anything spoilers about Spider-Man. No Way Home. No Way Home. Yeah. Anyway, because it's all these homes. Anyway,
there's a huge cameo.
Shut up, Brandon. Don't. Stop.
Just said.
Don't.
That's all
Stop
I
it.
Said.
Stop using your words to speak about Spider-Man. Let's speak about Griswolds.
All right.
So, do you feel like he's a terrible husband? Think about Vacation and then think about him and Mary in this movie and answer that question.
I think he's a comical husband. Yeah. I think he's
maybe not terrible.
In a way.
Move on. We're moving on. All right, Brandon, you're better than that.
Well, what would I do now?
Are you spoiling stuff?
I am not better than that. No, I'm not. It takes great effort not to spoil stuff for me.
Yeah, he's
literally, it just comes out. I don't have no control.
He's like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar trying not to tell the truth.
That makes me sound horrible, Aaron.
Yeah. But for him it's not the truth, it's spoilers. But anyway, so Clark and his family is going hunting for a Christmas tree.
Yes.
And they get harassed by freaking
can we go to the mall first?
We're going in order. They're on the road. They're getting the bloody tree. We're gonna get to the mall. We're getting to the mall. I was gonna ask you about the road rage incident, and he's getting flipped out. Or he's flipping people off.
I've done that.
Flip people off.
I flipped someone off once.
Did you end up underneath the tractor trailer?
In here in Bowling Green.
Did you end up underneath the tractor trailer?
No, I did not.
Did you ran off
but
the
I
road?
did. At one time, I did end up getting nailed
You're
by
Larry
a tractor
David.
trailer.
You're Larry David.
You've already said this once.
Did you fake a heart attack?
That I've never faked a heart attack.
To get out of being like beat up.
No.
Because that's what he did.
No, I don't fake heart attacks.
To get out, like
my family history, it would be not a good thing to fake because it happens so often.
Don't fake it. Let's see. Don't spoil Brandon. With great powers comes great responsibility. Great quote. Bravo.
I already know. He don't know, but I know.
I don't.
It is a great quote. It is a great quote.
Anyway, I just caught that. See, I'm slow. See, that's good. That's even. He gave a good quote that was timely as to what he needs not do, and then he also gives
what he did.
A quote. Oh,
let's just move on.
All right, let's get to the mall. So they get the tree. Audrey's face is frozen, and all that stuff. I don't really like Julia Louis.
Was she snobby? But why are we there?
Why are we there?
We're still at the road rage.
Yeah.
Flipping people off.
Yeah, you flipping people. Yeah, you flipping people off.
I did it right by Wendy's once.
And they chased you down?
I wasn't meaning to flip them off. It just kind of happened.
Your finger accidentally sprung up?
Yeah. And my whole hand was supposed to spring up, but just my middle finger came up.
Sound like you did it on purpose.
No, it was like that 2x4 incident where I accidentally hit somebody in the face and scarred them. I wasn't meaning to hit them, but it just kind of things just happen with me. Okay.
She wasn't meaning to.
I was meaning to scare him.
I believe it's because you tell me some personal stories where you were meaning to do stuff and stuff happens to you.
Stuff does happen. I'm just throwing it out there. It happens.
I
wish it didn't happen, but
all the time.
Happens.
He's like a magnet for stuff happening to him.
Bad stuff, I'm telling you.
Things that is from G all the way to like X things happening. I don't know, but in your life. Anyway, back to we can leave the.
Trying to shake my hand there for a second. I don't know what's going on.
Were you about to shake my hand?
For a split second, yeah. I was like, oh, he's got the hand out again. I don't know what's going on.
I wasn't, but anyway, hey.
He just did it. He's doing it.
Well, anyway, so we can go and get to the mall because they get the tree.
Well, what did you think of the road rage scene?
I thought it was classic Clark Griswold. He seems like he's a man unhinged. He keeps it bottled up, but it looks like he can kill somebody. He could probably be a serial killer.
Yeah, it's not good to keep your emotions bottled up because once you do, you just lash out.
Yeah,
which I've done that plenty of times.
Lashing out gets you thrown into a Christmas tree sign, and but into the lot where you need to be though.
Gets him thrown into comical situations. Gets me thrown into very dramatic situations.
Yeah, because this is real life. But anyway, they get the tree, they get it home, and then we get introduced to his neighbors, who is played by.
I don't know the guy, but
nobody knows the guy. But
he's played by Elaine Bennis from Seinfeld. Julia
Louis-Dreyfus.
Okay, the Dreyfus girl.
See, there's Juliette Lewis in this movie, and then Julie Louis-Dreyfus. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Is Julia?
There's too many Julias.
There's a lot of J's and L's going on. But then you got the Dreyfus at the bottom, at the end of it, so it kind of makes it different. But yeah, this is pre-Seinfeld. So this movie came out
wasn't it?
In 89. It's probably made in 88. Seinfeld came on air in 89.
Seinfeld aired in 80s too?
Seinfeld aired in 89.
It's about the same time.
But she probably got Seinfeld after this or right during this. But she was still unknown then. It's not the first film I seen her in. She was in what is it? Troll. She's in Troll. She's like a neighbor. She lived in the apartment building. She became Pixie or something.
I try to forget that movie.
Everybody tries to forget that movie. I remember the Rat Burger. That's all I remember. The word.
You like the sequel though, right?
I like the sequel because it's so bad. It's hilarious.
I loved that movie as a kid.
The sequel?
I did. I loved it as a kid.
Oh, but on purpose?
On purpose.
You
I love
don't
bad movies. Apparently,
you don't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it.
That's right. You don't.
That's a quote from that movie.
I always wanted one of those.
I thought you were about to say you always wanted to pee on your breakfast. But okay. Continue.
R. Kelly. I can't continue after that. I mean,
let me see if anybody else is saying anything. There's still spoilers. All right.
What did I tell you? You tell people not to spoil stuff on the internet, they're gonna spoil it.
They're gonna spoil it, yeah. So anyway, after they get the tree and you see Julia Louis-Dreyfus, which was she's always gonna be Elaine Bennis. I don't care what she's in. She's even in the new Marvel stuff. Guess what? I'm like, Elaine Bennis is in Marvel Universe.
What show is she in?
Did you watch Black Widow? She's in
she showed up at the very end.
The end trailers. And she's also in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Which I have not seen. Because you don't have Disney Plus. I got Disney Plus.
Look at how he's bragging about it. I got Disney Plus. I got Netflix. I got Amazon. I got Tubi TV.
I got Peacock. What you want from me? I got anything. What am I turning into? Like
you're turning into one of those characters from 8 Crazy Nights. Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah, what you doing?
You got wonderful boobs. It's from the movie.
Is it?
Yes, Adam Sandler. That character says you got wonderful. Forget it.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, back to speaking of Julia Louis-Dreyfus. So Clark says to her, like, because the guy was like, "Hey, where you planning on putting a tree that big?" And he says, "Bend over, I'll show you." And then like he says, "Hey, don't talk to me that way." And he says, "I wasn't talking to you." Talking to Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Yeah. So, and then like we get into his favorite part, the mall.
It's not my favorite part, but I think it's a very important part.
Take it away. What do you want to talk about?
So they take it away.
Yeah, take it away.
It's a father and son searching for Christmas during the mall.
Is it? It takes place in Chicago too, right?
Of course it does.
Everything's in Chicago then.
Yeah,
that's what I liked about 8-Bit Christmas, because it's also like
every Christmas movie just about takes place in Chicago. Yeah. I don't know why Chicago's so popular,
and especially in the 80s. Like,
yeah,
you don't hear about Chicago in the 90s too much, but in the 80s, unless it's Candyman, of course, because it's the 90s. But then it goes horror in the 90s. Chicago took a dark turn.
I don't know how we go from Christmas Vacation mall scene to Candyman.
It's connected. Whiteness.
I don't know how. What?
Whitewash. No. Anyway, tell me.
You want to know what this guy said about Candyman earlier? He targets white people.
He does.
He targets anybody. He's not prejudiced, Aaron.
What about the new movie? He kind of targets more white people than black.
Yeah.
Did he kill any black people? No,
that's not my Candyman. I'll just say that.
It's not my Candyman.
It's not mine.
It's not my president. It's not my Candyman. All right, anyway.
We deserve more than CGI, Tony.
He's pretty old. I mean,
I don't care.
He doesn't look like the same age as he did in 92.
They didn't respect like they respected Michael or the new Scream.
Or
where's this real legacy sequel with Tony as Candyman? Where's that at?
No, the best, and we get back to freaking Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation, but the biggest respect was like in Donald Pleasance. I think that they show respect in Halloween Kills for Donald Pleasance, you know, and
I can say good things about
it. See them doing something like that makes it possible that I guess but so do you feel like they didn't really even use Tony? They just made a CGI if you looked at the CGI Tony in Candyman and compare it to and they really have a living Tony Todd to use for Candyman. And then you look at Ghostbusters Afterlife and they use a CGI Harold Ramis to get Egon. They did so much better. It looked so much better than it literally looked like, Egon. It looked like Harold Ramis. Yeah. And they did an excellent job. And why?
And you know the actor that played him? Bob Gunton.
Oh, there's somebody that actually played Egon in this film? And,
They
and
just
really,
CGI'd the face.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know Bob Gunn, right?
No.
He's always the villainous character. Like he was in Broken Arrow. He was in Bats. He was the doctor, the villainous doctor in Bats.
I would have to look him up, but
he's a great character actor. I love him.
Tell me about the mall in Christmas Vacation.
Well,
I'll look up Bob Gunn.
Clark and Rusty get separated somehow. Clark is over there looking for lingerie. Is it lingerie?
Yeah.
For his wife. And he gets... Yeah, that's Bob Gunn.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. I didn't know it.
Yeah. I guess he was in Star Trek as well. I didn't know
Everybody's in Star Trek.
Apparently. I haven't seen Star Trek.
It's like ER. Everybody's in it. Go ahead.
Even The Rock was in one of those episodes of Star Trek. Like Voyager or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Big Show was.
Rock was too?
Big Show was in
I remember
Enterprise.
the makeup he did. They showed it on SmackDown one night.
I will one day have to finish that show.
He will never finish Star Trek.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. But anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, he's looking for lingerie and everything. And
Yes, he was.
He's like, he actually was looking for lingerie. And he kind of looks up and he gets lost. He has no clue where he's at. And he don't know what to say. And he's forgetting he's married too. So.
Oh, no. So if you hadn't seen this movie, he's forgetting because he sees Mary, who's an attractive woman, played by her last name was, I don't know. It seemed like Scorsese. The last name is Scorsese, but no relation to Martin. Go figure. Anyway,
that makes sense. Actually.
But yeah, she was gorgeous, and you can't see the line, right, Brandon?
Can't see the line.
No line.
There's no line.
Rusty saw there's no line too.
No Rust. There's no line, right, Rust? Right, Dad. Rust?
Yeah. What do you think about that? Because he said that he was looking for his wife, but then he says got arrested. So and he's like, oh no,
yeah, she died. I mean,
and he's like, no, we're divorced. And then he mentioned they're divorced, and is nipple. I mean, you start laughing. He's like,
I think it was the funniest Chevy Chase was in the movie. I
yeah.
mean, awkward situations.
Chevy can overdo it, but he did really well in that one.
Yeah, I love him when he's doing awkward situations, when he's being very awkward, and I think that's when he's truly at his best. And I always grew up loving Chevy, so I mean, I know some people didn't like him as much, but
you referring to somebody outside his room?
No, I thought you didn't like him.
He's okay. He's just okay. Like I would really like the movies that I would rush to see. Well, not rushing because I was a kid, but movies I would watch for sure was anything that featured John Candy, Steve Martin, Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy. It wasn't always Chevy Chase, although I did watch Chevy Chase films, but he wasn't the main go-to person for me.
I would say from the SNL days.
It's not really Dan. And notice I didn't mention Dan Aykroyd. Like he never.
I mean, Dan
was enough to get me there. Dan is never enough to get me there.
Yeah, I don't.
No offense, Dan.
I love Dan. I do,
yeah.
But he was never a main, a household name.
Yeah.
You take Ghostbusters and Blues Brothers out, people probably didn't see many of his films. For me, it was always Chevy Chase, though. I didn't even know Eddie was SNL for the longest time. I mean, if I'd known, it would be Eddie first. But at the time, Chevy Chase was the guy I would always rent. If I seen a movie he was in, I would always rent it. So
I would say Chevy. I would say because you have the first class of SNL is Chevy Chase, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Steve Martin.
Was Steve actually part of that?
Yeah,
I thought he just.
Steve Martin was part of it.
Would host. I didn't know he was actually.
I thought he was a part of the crew. I might be wrong, but I thought he was part of the crew. And then you have the women there. Gilda Radner. I think she was there, and then
on Coneheads, right?
Yeah. Well, she wasn't Gilda. Gilda wasn't on Coneheads. Is I forget her, Connie something. I think I forget her name. I might be wrong, but that lady, I'm seeing her face. I just can't think of her name. And then there's several other people. Plus, Morris Greg Morrison, the black guy. Have you seen The Stuff, the movie The Stuff?
No,
Have you seen Martin? Any of Martin
that's
Lawrence show?
yeah.
He played his manager at the Gary Morrison. I think Gary Morris. I think his name. But yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm
they
not
were
very,
the first class.
not very familiar
They
with
were
it.
the first class of like SNL, but the people that like the one that kind of made it. Help me out, Bofer. Hope you're there, buddy. Bart. No, you did not help me. Oh, that's Toddy. Toddy. I don't know. Hey, man, what's up? Don't know what that means. But anyway,
Is a friend of yours?
I don't know. I don't know. But
You
anyway,
talking like you knew who it was.
I'm friendly to everyone. But anyway, there was so the first class of SNL, the big standout was John Belushi.
Yeah.
And then I would say John Belushi and Chevy Chase and Bill Murray. And I say Dan Aykroyd. Those are the main players because John Candy wasn't there. He was like doing the Canadian version, whatever that is, with Rick Moranis and all them. You know, they had a Canadian version.
I
Of
would
SNL.
love to see the Canadian version.
You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
Rick Moranis.
But I would love to see it. Just Rick Moranis doing something
Eugene
like that?
Levy. Like, yeah, it's just like the Canadian version of SNL, whatever that's called. SCTV or something like
Is
that.
Jim Carrey part of the Canadian version?
No, Jim Carrey is way young. He
I
wasn't
know,
even
but
around. He was.
he did something like
in
that
Living
before
Color.
No, but before that, he did something. It was Canadian. I've heard him talk
Who
about
knows? But I know when I first met Jim Carrey, well, I didn't meet him, but when I first seen him or introduced to him was in Living Color.
it. Yeah, me too.
Or Earth Girls was easy. Earth Girls are easy. Earth Girls are.
Yeah, he's in it.
And then there's
He's also in a Nicolas
Once
Cage
Bitten,
movie.
Twice Shy. Yeah,
Peggy
Sue
Sue
Gets
Got
Married. Yeah. So that's how I kind of seen Jim
He's
Carrey.
also in Dipple.
Who?
The Dipple with Clint Eastwood. It's a Dirty Harry movie.
I never seen that. Was he a villain?
No, he's a druggie.
It's like when we seen Jeff Goldblum in that movie where he's a rapist. You know?
Oh, Death Wish.
Yeah, it's like what are you doing, Jeff? What are you doing, buddy? But anyway, back to this. But my point was the crew that they had was really major. But then once those people left, John died. I don't know if he left or he just died. But anyway, after those people left, Chevy and all them, and you know, it really didn't get popular until Eddie showed up. And then Eddie's the only person that was an SNL cast member and hosting a special guest host same time at that point because Eddie was the 80s. Like he was, you know what I'm saying? He was like the best comedian in the 80s, like comedic actor. But yeah, I don't know why I got to this point. My point was nobody really showed up for Dan Aykroyd to see movies.
They really didn't.
You said Eddie, you didn't know he was part of SNL. That's the point.
No, I never knew Eddie was part of SNL till like the 2000s. Like, really? I didn't watch it like that. I watched it when I remember Farley and Sandler and Spade.
That's a good class.
And I remember that's
a good class.
That was really my introduction to SNL. Yeah. So that's anything before I really didn't know till later on. So
it's probably one of the best. Like, you know, it's hard to put like the Murray class against say the Farley class. And because I say the Farley class because he was a standout.
Yes, he was
in that group. And then and then after that, like, because that's the Farley class, Adam Sandler and all that, right? That's all in that.
Schneider, it's Farley, but Farley.
I think it's a better group. I know it's controversial to say that, but I think that's the better group. What do you think?
I think Farley was the best that I've ever seen.
But in that, I'm saying that like stand out.
I haven't seen enough.
You have Adam.
But Adam wasn't Adam.
I know, but.
Like he surprised everybody what he became. Like he was.
Yeah, he
was like the least guy you think would.
But Farley was a standout clearly.
Yeah.
And then you have David Spade, and then Mike Myers.
Yeah, Mike was on there too.
Mike was there too. Freaking
Dana Carvey.
Phil Hartman was there.
Yeah, Phil was there too.
Like good,
great. It was a great comic. They didn't.
Great cast. Great cast.
Yeah, that was like first time I saw Wayne's World was on there.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, no offense. Like I like the. You see what I'm saying? Like it's.
But if I had watched more, like episodes.
And then Rob Schneider, he's there. Yeah, of course. He was the Aykroyd of the bunch.
I would have said Spade.
Yeah. Because nobody really shows up for Spade. Although Joe Dirt was great.
Yeah.
The first one.
I hadn't seen the second.
I can't even tell you what happened in the second one.
I don't think.
Is there even a second one?
Yeah,
there is a second one.
Maybe I watched it and I just forgot it.
But I said Schneider because like he had Deuce, but he had better hits. He had Deuce, Hot Chicks, or whatever that was.
That was under Adam's company, right?
Yeah, it's all under.
Adam helped him out so much.
So Adam was the reason, for their
Schneider
success,
got popular,
for their success.
Yeah.
Whereas you have like with Chevy Chase, I heard Chevy was a hard person to work with on most stuff. But I don't know, Chevy. I can see why you were so endearing to Chevy Chase. I mean, he comes across as still a lovable, character, like a goofy dad type of thing.
Yeah.
You
maybe so.
Huh?
Maybe so.
Yeah, but yeah. So go ahead and let's continue talking. I'm trying to look up the cast of Saturday Night Live now. But, I don't know. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, but I love the mall scene. I love, but I also love the tree. Well, before the tree, that old guy that comes in. I don't know if he's an uncle or if he's a cousin or what he is. He's got the one of that weird, annoying voice. He's got a wig. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The guy, he asked for everybody, Toyota.
Yeah, I love
that
him.
guy. You know what I'm talking about, right?
He ends up burning the tree.
Nobody knows that guy's name, but he's so great. He's like an Uncle Milton. Is that his name in that movie?
That may be.
I think he's Milton. He seems like a Milton. Like you don't hear young people named Milton anymore.
Now you say, I think he played a Milton on Wings.
Was he a Milton on Wings?
I think so. Like he was my favorite guest star on Wings. Like every time he popped up, I just loved it.
His name is Lewis. William Hickey is his name. Yeah, I know him mainly from, obviously, in my opinion, I knew him mainly from Forget Paris, but clearly he's been in Nightmare Before Christmas, Mouse Hunt, Princess Honor, Puppet. I didn't know that. Major Pain, Tales from the Dark Side. I think I did know that. He's in a lot of Puppet Masters. He's in My Blue Heaven, which is terrible. See, that's when I say with Steve Martin, he's hit or miss. Steve Martin is hit or miss. He is. It's Steve Martin. Like, I don't know. Some of his films were like excellent. Like, I love the Father of the Bride stuff. I like Jerk. I liked The Man with Two Brains. I thought that was really cool for that.
Like Roxanne?
Yeah, I like Roxanne. I thought that was interesting.
Leap of Faith?
Not so much. Is that where he's a preacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it. It's like you know,
he's conning people.
Yeah, I didn't really care for that. That has Rick Moranis in it too, right? Or is that My Blue Heaven? Liam Neeson
plays the sheriff. Deborah Winger plays.
I didn't realize that. I ain't seen that in so long.
Yeah.
I think it's My Blue Heaven that has Rick Moranis. I think he's in a movie with him.
Yeah, that one and Parenthood.
Yeah, Parenthood. Oh, that's another one I like. But yeah, so
like he's an FBI agent or something in My Blue Heaven.
See, I hadn't seen it in so long.
I didn't like it.
That's what I said. It's hit or miss.
Funny.
Hit or
Neither
miss.
one of them were
but
funny,
do you feel like Chevy Chase is hit or miss? Or do you think Chevy is more of a hit? Can you name a movie that Chevy did that you just don't really like? Is it the what's that one where he's a spy? What's that?
Fletch. I haven't seen it.
Never seen Fletch. I never seen Fletch either. So
like I haven't seen all of them. I remember like Vacation, Christmas Vacation.
I've seen all the Vacations he's in.
The one he did with John Carpenter, Invisible Man.
I like that one. I like Invisible Man.
Cops and Robertsons.
I did like that. That's with your boy.
Yeah.
Curly.
Curly, yeah.
He's gonna be
Jack
Curly.
Palance.
Gonna be Curly till where he's dead.
He
I was
did
gonna say till the day he died.
Man of the House with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. That was a big one for me as a kid.
That was good. Yeah.
So I remember that came out. Like, I wanted to go to theater so bad, but my family was like, "No, we can't go. We're not allowed to go."
I'm pretty sure y'all was Mormon. I'm thinking y'all.
We were not Mormon. We were just Pentecostal, and they were very strict.
Y'all were weird Pentecostal, not even the good Pentecostal. Y'all like not even the good.
He's insulting church denominations here.
Yeah, but,
as a preacher, you shouldn't do that. That's all I'm trying to say. Shouldn't insult.
If it ain't right, it ain't right. Anyway,
the only right way is Jesus' way, right?
Yep, and it's not Pentecostalism. I'm sorry. No offense. Or maybe it is. Who knows? Anyway, is your mom watching? Is your mom watching? I'm Baptist.
Some Baptists aren't right?
Some of them, but I'm also Reformed. So
you're Reformed.
Yeah, I'm
We're a non-denomination.
I'm Calvinist. So yeah.
You're a Calvinist?
Yes, I am.
Learn something every day.
Yeah, I'm Calvinist. Anyway, So, did you know that Brian Doyle Mary's in this film?
Yep. Plays the boss.
Do you feel like he has got more work than Bill?
I mean, he's probably got more work, but he hasn't gotten...
It's famous?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Bill Murray. Like, literally, Bill Murray can be in a movie and say no words, and he gets probably like $40 million.
Yeah.
Like, think about how much he probably got paid for Space Jam.
But to his credit, he is the reason I like Space Jam as much as I do. To his credit. And
I was disappointed they didn't show up in the LeBron James Space Jam. I was disappointed.
You was disappointed. You were expecting... I wasn't expecting
I wanted Bill Murray.
But I was expecting a character like that to show up. I guess we got it with Michael B. Jordan as a little gag. But I was expecting him to actually
That was lazy.
But
that's funny. That's funny. It made me laugh out loud at that point. But
it just made me grunt.
It made you grunt?
I wanted to leave that movie so bad. I was like...
Only one movie you walked out of
was Green Knight.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to revisit just so I can legitimately put it on my worst films list.
Oh, but yeah, anyway. So we gotta get back into this movie, I guess. It sounds like it's a chore, but it isn't. So Clark, he's
trying to do the lights.
He's
got a lot of lights.
He's got a lot of lights. He's checking them. He staples himself to the roof. Like, I thought he was going to kill himself.
His neighbors were hoping he would.
Oh, so hey, let me tell you something. That scene where he accidentally hits the gutter and the ice comes shoots out and shoots the window and then destroys their CD player.
Yeah.
All right, so imagine in '89, me as a 9-year-old kid watching this film. 8 or 9, let's say. All right, it's probably a 9 because when it came out. But anyway, imagine me watching it and seeing this device and the CDs and stuff, and I had no idea what that was. I was like, what is that?
You didn't know what a CD player was?
No, because it was the 80s. It was 89. It wasn't until like the 90s that, us poor folk really came to getting CD players.
When I was 7 or 8, it was the 90s, so
yeah, because it's the 90s. Everybody had a CD player then.
Yeah,
in the 80s, 89, nobody had. Because you were behind, you were Pentecostal.
Stop your denomination shaming, okay?
Yeah, your mom probably was like, you can't have a PlayStation.
PlayStation wasn't out in the 80s, Aaron. It didn't come out to the 90s.
You can't have a Sega. Was that the 90s too? It's like 80s, early 90s.
Nintendo was 80s.
Nintendo.
I got a Nintendo. I got a Super Nintendo. I got a Sega Genesis.
Look at you, fancy.
Yeah.
I had all that. I didn't have a Super Nintendo. I had a Nintendo, and then I went to Sega Genesis.
We had a TV. We just couldn't go to the movies because it was
too.
It was more of the pastor's decision. He didn't have a TV.
Your pastor is a horrible person.
He's gone now, so.
Well, good riddance. Anyway, I'm just playing.
Listen to this guy.
I'm playing. I don't know your pastor, Joe.
He's not
Joe
pastor.
Osteen.
My dad and him got into it in the 90s, and we left the church.
Yeah, and went to.
And I was
became Baptist.
I've never been a Baptist. I have been to a Baptist church, and I don't want to discuss it.
Well, you should come to my church. We're not. We're like we don't actually say we're in the Southern Baptist thing, but yeah. It's water's fine. You should come check us out. Anyway,
Water's fine.
Water's fine.
Yeah, they did something really weird.
You've been dunked? Have you been
they
dunked?
gave me this thing, and I was like, "What am I supposed to do with this?" They're like, "You're supposed to eat it."
Communion? They gave you communion? You didn't know what communion was?
No, that's not what this was. I don't know what it was.
It was like a wafer?
I don't remember. Like it was like 5 or 6 years ago. I never experienced anything like it before in my life. I've done communion.
Hey, thank you, Bill Dozer, my dude. What's up, buddy?
Merry Christmas, Bill.
Merry Christmas. All right, we got because Bill's gonna be like, y'all ain't talking about crap. All right, I gotta be entertained for Bill. I like Bill. Anyway,
you do know Bill.
I do know Bill Dozer. He's my mentor when it comes to like film and not film but TV production. Yeah, that's the guy. Guy taught me everything. He taught me editing. He's a guy. He's good. He's an anchor.
He's really putting you over.
Bill, hey, I'm putting him over. I'm a mark for Bill Dozer.
Bill Dozer.
I'm a mark. Markout movie, Bill Dozer. Anyway, he's a gamer too. Better gamer than you. Man, it's okay.
I mean, I'm not like the hardcore. I'm casual.
He's really good.
He's good at gaming. Or he plays a lot.
No, he's both.
I'm good at gaming when I play.
It's true. But anyway, it's true. You stick with it. You stick with it. I don't stick with it. But anyway, they destroyed the CD player, and like at the time, I was thinking I didn't know what that thing is. And, another movie that had a CD in there, and I didn't know that's what it was. You remember that movie I Come in Peace?
Yeah.
Where the dude was shoot CD.
Yes, he shot CD. It's awesome, man.
But back then, I didn't know what that was. What the hell are these little discs they shooting at you?
Laser disc at you, and it's killing you.
Yeah, now I'm like, that's clearly a blank CD. Just throwing at people.
Cheesy, but
it's fun. It's fun.
It's a fun movie. Yeah. Even today, I greatly enjoyed it. I don't enjoy much golf.
But yeah, so I think that Julia Louis-Dreyfus and her husband, who shall remain nameless because we don't know him.
Not important. He gets kicked out.
They just go through some stuff because he's getting these lights together. He can't figure it out. And kind of find out it's attached to something because she turns on the lights, but he doesn't know.
Yeah.
And he hooks it up and it comes on, but nobody can see it. And he starts cussing and beating up Santa. And
nothing's going right for him.
And then he does it, but at the same time, the wife who knows stuff, Beverly D'Angelo.
This is why I compare him to Tim the Toolman Taylor. His wife knows more about what's going on than he does, and he's supposed.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, go
ahead. Be honest with you, I'm a huge fan of Home Improvement.
I figured
it's a great show.
It is.
I wish I owned them. I wish I owned them all. They're not streaming. I don't think they're streaming anymore.
No, it was a birthday. I mean, it was a Christmas gift that I actually got to keep.
Oh, you got them?
Yeah, at the house. Yeah.
No, she didn't steal them.
She didn't steal anything. She just kept some things.
She didn't give them back.
Some things,
Some things, yeah. It's your stuff. It's your property. Anyway.
It was our property.
Yeah, like. So, do you get visitation?
No, I don't get
visitation. Then it's hers now. Anyway.
It's all good, Aaron. It's all good.
But anyway. So, he gets the lights on, and it's a marvelous sight. It's so marvelous that he doesn't see somebody creep up in his driveway in their busted down trailer mobile home thing. What the hell is that thing? Is it a mobile home? Is it like an RV?
The RV,
yeah. Eddie, cousin Eddie.
He has one of the best lines in the movie.
Cousin Eddie. In the
shitter's out.
The shit is full.
I thought it was out.
The shit is full.
You're right, because then Chevy's like, oh yeah, the shitter's full.
Yeah, it's full. You messed up the line.
I
man.
did, but it's still a great line. Either way, it's full, it's out.
It's full. But anyway.
It could be out too.
It's just full in this case. But anyway.
But it's out.
It's out now because it was full. It's in the sewer. He let it go in the sewer. But you shouldn't do that. I don't think you can do that. But anyway, I don't know etiquette when dumping.
Cousin Eddie.
It's better than what freaking Dave Matthews Band did. Remember when they let it out when they're going over the interstate and poop fell on people that was in a boat underneath the bridge? Yeah. It happened. It happened. It's a true story. You should look it up. Anyway.
The Dave Matthews Band.
Yes. Let poop in their tour bus go, and the poop landed on people. Yeah.
It sounds like the sequel to Dumb and Dumber.
It does.
Or the prequel. You know.
Did it happen in Dumb and Dumber? I don't remember that movie.
I
do not.
I try
to forget it. I didn't even know
Bob Saget. He got all over his car windshield and everything. I was like,
when I think of Bob Saget in movies, I think about him in Half Baked and him sucking something for cocaine.
All right.
For crack. That's what he said.
I don't.
You never seen Half Baked?
I haven't seen Half Baked, and I haven't seen Bob Saget.
Would you like to see Half Baked?
I don't think I would.
You don't see it, but it's funny. It's funny.
The only other time I've seen that happen, there's been two films. It was another one in Leonardo DiCaprio in Basketball Diaries.
Was Bob Saget in it?
Bob Saget was not in it. Why would he be in a movie called Basketball Diaries?
I don't know. Why would Bob Saget be Half Baked? But he's in there.
It's a comedy.
But think about the Bob Saget that we're used to seeing was Family, Full House, right? Full House, whatever. Yeah. You see him in that, and then you see him in this movie, and he's cussing. And I wasn't used to that. I'm like, oh, Bob Saget is cussing, because I didn't know that he was a very dirty comedian, but he cleaned his image up for, in America's Funniest Home Video.
Yeah, he cleaned up his image. Because I didn't know this about Bob.
What about Dave Goulier? Dave, what's his name? Dave?
Oh, the guy with the puppets.
Yeah, he's the Alanis Morissette guy. You know what I'm talking about?
I do not. I just know his
him and Alanis.
I just know his comedy from
Alanis Morissette.
Full House. Full South.
She had made a whole song dedicated to this guy. Alanis did.
I don't know.
It involves a movie theater and her and him.
Her and him.
It's in the song. You ought to know is what it's called. Anyway, back to Chevy Chase in this movie. So they get the lights on. Eddie pulls up. Eddie has two new children. One had crooked eyes, but now doesn't. The other one has fungus on his lip, but you don't see it. And then you have a dog named Snots, who's a Roddy. Eddie. What do you think about Eddie's little turtleneck with that was by itself? You know what I'm saying? It's just a turtleneck. It's a faux turtleneck.
Yeah. I used to have a turtleneck like that.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that's what I get told.
Hey, my cousin is commenting. Let me see who else is commenting.
Chevy Chase is a genius. The Griswolds.
Yeah.
He was good, but good on my nerves. What? He was good, but good on my nerves.
Got him on nerves. Yeah. Hey, Tree. Yeah. I wish I could see more comments. Let me see if I click on it. I got it muted. Good. Maybe not. Maybe you can hear this, but I'm gonna cut it off anyway. Yeah. So back to Christmas vacation. Chevy wanted a swimming pool.
Yes, that's the sole reason for wanting
the bonus.
And
his boss, Brian Doyle Murray, decided to cut out Christmas bonus and send him a Jelly of the Month Club coupon.
Yep.
Which is a horrible thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants jelly every month. Who wants jelly every month? Well, go to waste.
I guess a person obsessed with jelly.
Nobody's obsessed with jelly. Why would you even have a Jelly of the Month Club? Who's out here? Who's out here like, hey man, you know what?
I don't know people's lives.
I want jelly. I want different variety of jelly. I can understand wine in the month club. It'd be different, Wine. Get you some wine every month. Try some different wines.
Yeah.
Cheese in the month club because there's so many variations.
There used to be a cheese factory where I'm from.
It's a real, like a literal cheese factory.
Yes, there really was.
Not the Cheesecake Factory.
No.
Not to be confused with the Cheesecake Factory.
No, I
cheese
saw
factory.
this.
We went an hour on this freaking movie.
On his belt, they were sliding cheese. I remember, man, I would like some cheese. My mom gave me some cheese.
Did you grab the cheese off the conveyor belt?
Well, she did.
Did your mom work there?
I think so. Like, I don't really remember.
Why were you even allowed in? Isn't there like child labor laws? Why were you even there? Isn't that like
I
sanitary?
Really
is the 80s, wasn't it?
It was 80s. Yeah, I was like 5, 6 years old.
Yeah, so
I remember this.
You was born
it was
like
my
82.
first time eating cheese. Is the reason I remember it.
Your first time eating cheese is.
I loved it.
And it stuck with you.
It stuck with me. That memory stuck with me.
That's a good memory. Your mama give you cheese. Hey, thank you, Mama Spike, for giving him cheese. She doesn't watch this. That's okay. Nobody supports us. But anyway, except for Beaufort and Bill Dozer.
Said we had a sponsor, maybe, but
yeah, I hadn't checked on it. I'm lazy. I should do that.
You definitely should check on a sponsor because that's money.
yeah, it's true. Anyway,
you want me to check on it? I'll ask the guy, even though I don't know him.
Everywhere. Anyway,
it really would.
Unless you go to get a haircut.
I need one, so I may need to go.
I love to see you go in there a black barber shop. It'd be great. We should go together.
I've been into a black barber shop before.
Name one.
I don't remember what it's called.
Of course you don't.
But it was in Adairville, Kentucky.
It's not a real black barber shop. It's in Dareville. What is a Dareville? What is it? What even
really
is that?
Small town.
Of course. Smaller than Russellville?
Yes.
That's surprising. Anyway, I'm not.
Russellville's not that small, Aaron.
Yeah, like one Walmart. It's like, is it 24 hours now?
Yeah.
Bro, props. Anyway.
Oh.
Back to this Chevy Chase film. What else you want to talk about in this film? Anything else?
He gets his bonus because of Eddie kidnaps his boss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The turkey.
Yeah.
Remember Eddie's wife like destroyed the turkey?
Yeah.
Did she like cook it with the
what? I don't remember what she cooked it.
How did it happen?
I thought she just cooked it too long, but
it was air. It was dry.
Yeah, it was dry.
He was dunking it in water to get it moist, and then the old man burnt the tree down. He got the what else was freaking squirrel because they got a new tree.
Yeah,
but then Eddie kidnaps the boss, brings him to his house. Of course, you would have been shot, but this is a movie, and so they survive. And he gets his bonuses plus 20%.
But what I love about the ending, though, is all the cops, like SWAT,
dancing.
They break in like it's Resident Evil opening. And no one gets shot. They break in like they're going to kill everybody.
They even break into Julia Louis-Dreyfus's house.
Yeah.
Because she knocks out... Because Julia, she got beat up by a dog and a squirrel. But anyway, and then... next time we seen her was in Seinfeld, and she became Elaine Bennis. And history, she's freaking great. I like her. Anyway, she's one of my favorites on Seinfeld. I like everybody on Seinfeld. I mean, I'm biased because Seinfeld is my favorite sitcom of all time. Of all time.
It used to be my favorite.
Office.
See, a couple things that moved up.
I'm guessing.
Office is I think
it ain't number one.
No, Office is not number one either.
Parks and Rec, not Parks and Rec. I doubt that. That's it. Like you didn't really. You like.
I like one character.
You like Ron Swanson.
I like Ron Swanson. He got me through it. It's Friends. I think Friends is the best.
Friends is better. You think Friends is better than Seinfeld?
I had more fun with it.
I had more fun with Friends.
That's shocking. I expected to hate that show, but I actually really liked it. I don't like Jerry.
All right, so
Jerry ruins it for me.
We're gonna get back to this film, but real quick, let's talk about this. So, what is it that because with Friends?
Are you asking me because
no. Well, we are friends, but no. My question is this: like, what do you reference in your life day to day more? Do you see more of things that happen in Friends, or do you see more things that happen in Seinfeld that you can kind of call back to?
I can relate to
It moved. You know, you think about that Seinfeld. You think about No Soup for You. Like I
and that
literally
actually
said
happened
it.
to me though.
With No
It
Soup for You.
moved. No, it
Oh.
moved. Oh. No, I was in the.
You ain't got to tell the story. You're fine.
I'll tell the story. Okay.
You can tell me after.
I am an open book.
Unfortunately, you are. But so no, so you had more stuff that happened to you. Friends, like, can you relate more to Friends than? And Chandler Bing was your favorite. It was Joey.
No, Chandler was no. I
It
got.
wasn't Ross, was it?
It was Ross. Ross is. See, I think I'm a lot like Ross.
David Schwimmer shows up in Curb, by the way.
Does he?
Yeah.
So I could relate to the Ross and Rachel, or I could relate. I still can to a point, but to a point. Like a lot of stuff that happened between them two happened with me. So to a point. But like but a lot of people said I was more like Chandler. So I don't know. If I had to say, I would say it's a mixture of both. But on the Seinfeld angle, more people have said I'm more like George than anything. Even you said I'm like the guy that he's crazy. What are you doing? What's going on? Are we gonna do a Friends versus Seinfeld episode or something?
No, I'm just in case anybody asks what we're talking about.
Okay.
I think I misspelled Seinfeld.
It's Seinafeld.
It's what we're talking about real quick. Friends versus Seinfeld, and then we're gonna get back to. All right, but so like like if anything, I would say Friends would be my number of sitcoms. I'm talking about sitcoms, not of all shows, because you have different categories. But sitcoms, Seinfeld is my number one sitcom of all time. Yeah. It is. I would say Friends would be number 2, and Office is 3. And then I would say Parks is 4 for me, or maybe Curb, because I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. Although it's a hard one to watch because of just the cringe. You're like, ooh, it's cringe all the time, and you're like, oh Lord, that's what makes it so hard to watch, is the cringy.
I don't know if I have like a top 4 or 5 or anything. It's Friends, it's The Office, and it's Seinfeld. Like I don't know what would be 4 and 5.
But you put Seinfeld
3.
3. So Office you like more than Seinfeld.
Yeah, I didn't expect to like The Office either.
Is it because of Mike? I mean, Jim and Pam, or Dwight Schrute, or as well as what is the boss at one point?
Oh,
Steve Carell. Steve Carell. I thought his name was Mike.
No, it's not Mike.
I don't remember his name.
Oh man, if you hadn't asked, I could have told you. I hate when that happens.
That's what she said.
That's his.
Yeah, I forget his name.
You're the best boss.
I don't remember. Anyway, they come back to you.
It probably will after we finish.
Yeah, we'll go back to.
But yeah, I hated him in the first season and a half, but I kind of felt sorry for him after a little bit.
That's what they did with Andy Dwyer. Like you hated him in Parks and Rec, but then Andy grew on you.
Andy. Which one's Andy?
Chris Pratt. In Office.
Yeah, I never really liked him.
He never grew on you?
No.
Really, it's just Ron Swanson that kept you through.
Yeah. Honestly, if Ron wouldn't have been there, I couldn't have finished it. That's how I felt. I was like...
So that's never...
But I feel he is the best sitcom character I've ever seen. I put him number 1.
As your favorite sitcom character?
Yeah, God,
he could have just had a show by himself. And
I wish he would have.
Yeah.
After it was over, I think people would have watched like that over something like Joey, what they did there. I think Ron Swanson could have his own show.
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
Yeah, and matter of fact, yeah, like the guy that played him,
Nick
got
Offerman.
yeah, Nick Offerman.
Offerman.
It got me to view other stuff that he was in, even though I ultimately didn't care for it. But I viewed it because he was in it, because I liked him, because of his Ron Swanson.
I watched a movie he was in. It was very briefly. I think it's Hancock. He plays a cop in it. Just shows up. It's a cameo basically. But I was like, is that Ron Swanson?
Yeah,
he's got no mustache, so I was like, it confused me. But I said it sounds like him.
he shows up in he was in ER. Everybody shows up in ER.
Everybody's in ER.
Yeah, but all right, get back to this because we got to end this bloody thing. All right, so he gets a bonus, and it's hard to be motivated about this film because it's not that it was a bad film. I've seen it so many times that I'm not that excited by it now.
Really?
Whereas like Scrooge, I was excited watching it because I love that film. And this film, I used to love like just like that, but now it's just like not as, I don't know. I've seen better Christmas movies since. Like I think 8-Bit Christmas is a better movie than Christmas Vacation, in my opinion. I think it's a nearly perfect Christmas movie.
Hmm.
If not, if I say nearly perfect because it got some things, but I liked it.
It's
like
good.
it's one of the movies that like.
I mean, as far as Christmas movies in the last few years, I would say it's the best. I can't really think of anything.
You like Klaus? You like Klaus? Klaus.
I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as you.
Yeah, it's not a timeless Christmas movie where I think 8-Bit over time hopefully is not forgotten. I hope.
I think it'd be timeless for the people that grew up in that era.
Yeah, for the generation that played the Nintendo, the NES. Yeah, it's our Christmas story.
Gamers,
it's our Christmas story.
That, yeah, it is.
Where we can relate to.
Well, I mean, I think we could relate to a Christmas story. I just seen it too many dang times.
I mean, who hasn't?
I remember watching it. I literally watched it 24 hours in a row when it was on TBS at that.
Y'all wasn't allowed to change your channel, so.
Well, I just controlled the TV way back then, so.
You controlled it? They let you have the way with TV, and y'all watch that bloody thing, the 24-hour reruns?
I watched it a lot. I mean,
you should know that movie beat by beat.
I do, and I hate it because I do. I've seen it maybe more than any movie.
Your eye out.
Oh God, it annoys me. It's like eating the same food every single day.
Stop.
I haven't seen a movie in 2 years.
Did you know it? Did you literally know? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
When I say stuck. You know. Oh my God, he has green eyes. No. What did he say? Green eyes, right? Was it green eyes?
For sure.
Red eyes? Was it red eyes or green eyes?
No, I think that's red.
Red eyes? I hate that kid. I always want to beat the hell out of that kid. Him and his little buddy.
Yeah, because I
hate the bullies. I hate bullies. I can't stand bullies. Did you just nod at me? Am I the bully?
No.
Was it subtle? But anyway.
No. I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm going to leave it alone.
You're going to leave the bullies alone.
I haven't talked to him in a long time. So.
Let's go ahead and give us them numbers. So
maybe January, February. So
what I give Ernest? About 3?
You gave Ernest a 3, yeah.
I'm gonna give this a solid 3.5.
I'll give it a 4. It's still a solid 4 for me. I enjoyed it more than I have in the past. So it's been like 2 or 3 years since I've seen it. So. Because I didn't watch any last year.
But this thing, like this movie, if I never see it again, I'd be okay.
Oh, I gotta see it again. I mean,
whereas Scrooged, it's one of those movies I like to see. But now I've kind of gravitated more towards Christmas horror movies, although I haven't seen any this year. Like Krampus. Like last year I saw what's that Hammer film movie with the cat where there's in the snow, the girl, she's in the cult. and she's now not in the cult, and she's dating the father and her boys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Wrong Turn.
Not Wrong Turn. What the hell? Not Wrong Turn.
That's what you're
No,
describing.
I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. It's like it's Christmas time. The kids and the girl, and they go to a cabin. The cabin is somewhere in like the wilderness, snowy place, and the kids start messing with her to make her think that.
I know what you're talking about.
And then she flips it on them, and they're like, "Oh, well, we messed up." And guess what? She kills everybody.
Yeah, I forget what it's called though.
Yeah, you know.
I know what you're talking about. I saw it
Yeah,
last
it was
year.
last year. Yeah. Anyway, that's why I kind of gravitate more towards like Christmas horror. But anyway,
yeah.
Next week, let's go ahead and take it down. Next week, we will be discussing our best and worst list of 2021, and the first episode is it going to be a bonus episode?
Yeah.
Which is the most anticipated list of 2022?
2022, which my list will be changed due to John Wick getting pushed to 2023.
So that's not on the list. Well, in the meantime and in between time, Aaron Whitlow,
Brandon Spotty.
thank you for working out with us here on the Markout Movie Podcast.